Welcome back to What's Up Elgin. I am your host, Anita Twinster-LaRue, and of course, I have, like I love to have, we have another musician here from St. Thomas. His name is Rob Grossi. Got it right. I love it when I get the last names right. So Rob is here. Rob, you're from St. Thomas.
I am.
You've been here for about 3 years now.
3 years, 3.5.
You're a musician, but
Yes.
you're also an IT technician.
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so we got computer and we got music.
That's right.
So tell me, Rob, how did you get into music? How do you remember a time when you went, this is the thing I'm passionate about?
It all started when I was growing up, of course, just like every other normal person. But I'm not normal. I'm the youngest of 3 brothers, and my oldest brother, he got into music early. The family really noticed his talent, and he got into it, and he's an extremely talented musician.
Wow.
And he's a composer as well of classical music.
Your brother is,
Yes,
your older brother?
My oldest brother, yeah. And he went through the conservatories, he had the training, and he would compete in conservatory competitions for classical guitar. And I would just watch what he was doing.
Right.
And I always wanted to learn how to play something, or there was a lot of music being played in the house. So I would listen to a lot of different styles. He would listen to classical music, and then my other older brother, he would listen to contemporary stuff, rock.
Wow.
And, so I had both of those happening at the same time. And there was kind of a conflicting thing going on there. And so I wanted to learn how to play something. Mm-hmm. But I'm not a very scholarly type person. I don't do well in a controlled school setting. So I just picked up a guitar and started learning how to do it on my own, just
Wow.
listening and putting things together, and but always kind of hidden. I didn't want to. I don't know. I just wasn't the type of person to say, I play guitar, come look at what I do, or I just. It seemed self-aggrandizing to me, so I always stayed kind of hidden in the background until people started saying that I should start playing some things. And I always had music that I had written and things that I really enjoyed playing. And then I started learning how to record, and
Wow.
got into that and started recording myself. And I started to realize that I needed other instruments in the recordings. So
Yeah, because you just don't play guitar.
no. So I didn't know too many people who could help me out, especially when I came to St. Thomas. It was all new to me, so I didn't
Right.
have any musician friends to help me out. So I had dabbled in other instruments before, but I hadn't pushed myself to become better at them, or just playing around with them to experiment. And for recording purposes, to get things down in recordings, I just picked up the drums, bass, keyboards, and as shy
And you've done
as,
this all on your own.
Yeah.
You've learned all these instruments all on your own.
Well, I'm a very observant learner. I need to see people do it. So whenever I see someone play something, I look at it and then I see how it's done, and I listen to how it's done. And
So it's
I
kind of
try
an
to-
ear. You have an
yeah.
ear for music, as it sounds like your whole family does.
Yes,
right?
yes. And I just try to push myself to get to a certain level until I get there, and then I kind of stop for a little bit and move on to the guitar again. So.
And everything's original too.
Yes.
Your new album out right now is called Unlikely Heroes, which we will show. I know it's
still
we'll
in
get
this
somebody
box.
to get
I
it.
didn't take it out yet.
Yeah, we'll bring it out and we'll let the viewers see what's going on. But this you produced on your own.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's called Unlikely Heroes, and it was recorded by you. You've been in St. Thomas for 3 years now.
3 years.
You were born and raised in Windsor, right? And you know what? Well, and you play guitar, drums, bass, keyboard. You play it all.
All the rock instruments,
Really, Rob.
at least.
Really, you play it all, and you learned on your own as
Yeah.
well, which is phenomenal, actually.
Well, thank you.
So you know what? When we come back, Rob is going to sing some of his original songs from Unlikely Heroes, which is his new CD, and I will have that out to show you and let you know more about it. And we'll be right back with What's Up Elgin. Welcome back to What's Up Elgin. I'm your host, Anita Toinster-LaRue, and I am here with a local St. Thomas musician. His name is Rob Grossi, and he's going to sing one of his songs from his album Products of Age. But he does have an album out right now. Rob, how can we get your the album Unlikely Heroes?
It's available off pretty much anywhere, iTunes, Amazon, but for some reason Amazon doesn't sell to Canadians sometimes.
Not good, not good.
No, it's weird.
No.
If you'd like, you can go on my website. It's robgrossimusic.net, and on there's links for all sorts of music that I do.
Okay, awesome. Well, we are going to hear once from, not this album,
No.
but 2011 album called Products of Age, and this is Once.
Okay. It normally starts with an instrumental, but I'll cut it short. So.
All right. You're sounding awesome already.
If freedom is all that we want, why chain ourselves to the things we crave? Like all of the things that we have could free us. If mercy is all that we want, why judge each other on things we've heard? Still everyone has a stone to cast. And so they sing. If vision is all that we want, why limit our view to the palms of our hands? We can't even see which way we're going. If wisdom is all that we want, why hide all our years while we relish our youth? Still learn that and learn to think.
Welcome back to What's Up Elgin. We are here today with St. Thomas musician Rob Grossi, and as you have heard previously, what an amazing, beautiful. Karen, our camera woman back here, and myself, we went into a trance, even when we went into break. So, and we have to kind of cut it off when we go into break if the music continues. But we were like, oh, we just want to keep hearing it. Music, what would you, what venue of music would you put that in? Because it's really kind of a combination of a lot of
Well, I don't know about what category or venue I could try to put that in. People have asked me before, like, well, what type of music do you play? And I'm like, whatever comes out. Like,
it's all in how you write it and how it feels.
And when it's live, it's completely different than when it's recorded, because I don't have a band. And by now, how I've evolved playing, I don't think I want one. It's kind of fun to just be able to just make things up on the spot, and using a loop pedal like what I do here, and it helps me to be able to just spontaneously come up with whatever I want. And if I make mistakes, the band doesn't mess up. It just keeps going. It doesn't care. It's a machine.
You're able to go with the flow probably better, right? Because you go, I know where the mess up was, and I can just get back to it. Whereas a drummer messes up. That's right. Exactly. You all kind of have to get back together. So what is this called again? I know that we can't see it.
No, that's fine. It's a loop pedal. It's this is a big one. It's normally they're a lot smaller than that, but I do this a lot. So I try to incorporate it into my shows as much as possible. Actually, it's become the basis of all.
Is it different sounds that you get through the guitar?
No, it's not an effects processor at all. It just records phrases as I go. So I'll record a part and then hit a button and it loops, and it keeps playing over and over again until I tell it to stop or add something to it. And it allows a very layered effect to what I'm doing. So I could hit the guitar and add like a rhythmic sound, or I could just keep looping different parts and have different phrases repeat with each other or chorus with each other, and it kind of makes one man standing up with the guitar sound a bit more like a band.
Yeah, it does. It's absolutely beautiful. And we have about 30 seconds there, Rob, which is never enough time, and I've always said that to all the musicians I have. But inspiration, where's other than your family? Obviously, it's completely in there. Give me one musician one artist that has inspired you to go a little bit further.
Anytime someone asks me this, there's an artist that always comes to mind. His name is Phil Keaggy. And he's not a very well-known artist in the secular sense. He's a Christian artist, but he is possibly one of the best guitarists anyone will ever hear.
Wow.
So if you get a chance, look up Phil Keaggy. He's fantastic.
And he's the one that's been a big inspiration for you. Yeah. Well, we are coming back with Rob Grossi and more music, and we'll be right back with What's Up Elgin. Welcome back to What's Up Elgin. I'm your host, Anita Twinster-LaRue, and we have Rob Grossi here. He is a St. Thomas musician, and I always love my musicians. So we have Rob here, and he's going to sing another one of his songs called Runner, and it is from his newest album out called Unlikely Heroes that you can get on iTunes as well as Amazon if you can look through that. Rob, are you also on Facebook?
Yes, I am.
So anybody who's really interested, do you have a website as well?
Yes, robgrossimusic.net.
Okay, www.robgrossimusic.net. Make sure it's already right on the screen. Look at Rob. So please check out Rob, and he is going to sing for us right now, Runner.
Yep. Okay.
Right? From the newest album, Unlikely Heroes.
not quite good enough for the things I think you need, and I'm fairly sure I never will be. Though I've sang 100 times, here I am, send me. Deep inside my heart, I'm always running. It's easier to run, uncomfortable to follow. Better to pretend I never heard the call. I'm a runner, I'm a runner, runner. Now I hear you're not concerned with the things that I can do, and your call goes out to those who hear it. Though I've wandered far from you, you're still by my side, and you call and wait for me to answer. It's easier to run, uncomfortable to follow. No longer can deny I ever heard the call. Oh, and I'll run, not from you, but for you. I'm a runner, I'm a runner, runner.
Welcome back to What's Up Elgin. We have Rob Grossi here today, and he's going to sing us one more song called My Old Friend. And this is from which album, Rob?
I don't remember. It's
You
been
don't
a long
remember?
time, this one. It's,
But you know what? If you want to get the CD, which is amazing, as you've heard from Rob, he is a very, very talented artist. Rob Grossi, you can get it from iTunes or go on Amazon, but also check him out on Facebook. Grossi is spelled Grossi. So make sure you check this out. Rob,
okay.
You're up.
Here we go.
And thank you, Rob, for coming on What's Up
Thank you
Elgin.
very much for having me.
You're
I'm
welcome.
having a great time.
And thank you to all that watch. Take care.
I keep going over time though, so I
That's
gotta
okay.
speed these things up. I'm sorry.
That's good. All good.
cannot bear to see the end of you. Are you so sure of what you flee? The one you run from could be me. Tell me what could blind the eyes of one who'd never compromise and lead to such a clear demise, and lead to such a clear demise. You hear my call but then deny. The voice you heard was that of I. You are my hands, you are my feet, a portion you would rather cheat. Tell me what could blind the eyes of one who'd never compromise and lead to such a clear demise.